The most common mistakes that women make when dating. This video is quite literally going to change your life. Is you are okay with going with the flow, basically entanglements and no titles. This is so dangerous because the way I see this is you're basically jumping on his train and you have no idea where the destination is, but you're just going with his command and his flow. In the process, you are cleaning the train, you're cooking on the train, and he's sitting and chilling. And the longer you stay in the train that you don't know where it's going, the harder it is to even get off when you figure out you don't want to go to the destination because you're now comfortable. Many women are in this situation right now because they didn't want to push for any titles. They didn't want to come across as desperate. But this strategy will actually make you desperate and will keep you in a trauma bond. Trust me when I say there is nothing wrong with telling a man what your intentions are from the beginning and him being able to share that. You having standards will only chase away men who have bad intentions for you. The society that we live in has made what are we a bad question when actually it's a really mature question because you want to understand what are your intentions for this relationship. I know what I want. What do you want? Because if we're not aligned in what we want, then it's best we separate. Think about it. The longer you stay on this train of not knowing where you're going, the more time passes. And remember, the most important thing that you can give anyone in this life is your time because you can never get it back. When it comes to matters like this, I always revert back to the word. And so in Matthew 7:6, it says, "Do not give dogs what is sacred. Do not throw your pearls to pigs. If you do not, they may trample them under their feet and turn and tear you to pieces." And basically here in this verse, Jesus was teaching the Sermon on the Mount, and it emphasizes the importance of discernment and not sharing valuable spiritual truths with those who are not receptive or respectful of them. And this verse is so applicable to going with the flow situations because often what we do is when we're in situationships with people, we give them what belongs to our husband. And no matter how great and how beautiful and how smart you are, you will never be valued by someone who does not want to see your value. And more important, who is not for you. Trust me, on this going with the flow train journey, they will take your beauty and turn it to ashes. They will take what you call great and what you give them that's great and say it's least. Someone watching right now wants to get off that going with the flow train with this partner that they're in, but you're fearful, you're scared, and you don't know what's next. And I say, look at 2 Timothy 1:7. For the Spirit of God does not make us timid, but gives us power, love, and self-discipline. So you should not be fearful because God has given you power, love, and self-discipline to get you off that train. And congratulations in advance when you get off that train because guess what? You don't have to be scared for the future. You don't have to be scared if there's going to be a man out there that's going to fall in love with you because God has already created someone for you. And remember it says in Jeremiah 29:11, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you. Plans to give you hope in a future." He has literally given you hope in a future. So you will meet the right person. Now, ladies, make sure to share this with your sisterhood. And of course, I'll see you guys for part 4.